Gates Adams here. I'm with Marion. Marion, how are you doing today?
I'm doing great. Man, you're the first person who can pronounce my name
You know,
properly.
I might have had a little help with that, but I I appreciate the accolades. Any win is a win, right? So,
Right.
first of all, I want to congratulate you for your recent payout with Apex Trader Funding, which obviously is why we're here.
Yes.
Congratulations
Thank
on
you.
a job well done. Absolutely.
Thank you. It was hard work, though.
Well, it is, and I know that we've had an opportunity to do quite a few of these, and we seem to get a little bit more insight from each one, which is the whole idea here. So, thanks for taking your time today. Real quick, just to kind of start and build a little bit of a foundation first. Let's talk about, I guess, when you first started trading. How long have you actually been trading at this point?
I'm trading since I think 2017,
Okay,
so 6 years now.
5, 6 years now. Okay, great.
7 years, 7 years. No, six. Yeah.
Now, when you first started trading, what were you trading? Were you trading stocks? Were you trading options,
No, only
futures?
futures.
Only
Only
futures from day
futures.
one. Okay,
Yes.
awesome. Now,
Oh, and Nadex.
and
But
Nadex
some binaries, but I couldn't figure it out. So,
futures was the right path for you.
yes.
Excellent. Now, um, now it sounds like obviously if you were trading futures in Nadex, now you were probably an Apex investing student. Is that how you kind of got into it?
That's correct. I stumbled into Apex investing more, I want to say by accident.
Okay.
And then I left them a week later because I found some really cool scammers on Facebook. They cost me a little bit of money. And then I came back crying and knocked on Apex Investing's door. And that was like 2017. I think I started 2016,
Mhm.
but I came back 2017 and really trying to, take it serious from there. And I
Sure.
never left
Great.
again. They're stuck with me forever now.
Well, I'm sure they're happy to be. That's kind of the way it goes.
They better are.
Great mutual relationships are built. So, as you developed as a trader, before you went into the world of being funded, were you? How was your consistency level as a trader trading your own funds, or did you even ever go that route?
Yes, I did. I started to trade my own funds in 2017. And it's behind my monitors. You can't see it, but I have my first payout from Ninja Trader Brokerage from Philip Capital. I still have that one. But I mean, after a while, I noticed that it's really mentally, it can really be tough.
Sure.
So when Daryl introduced us to fundings, I was like, yeah, that's probably a good idea to get over because it's somewhere in between sim trading and trading your own funds. I still do trade my own funds,
Mhm.
but I have learned so much trading with Apex Trader Funding. A lot of people know me probably, and they know that I work for Apex Trader Funding as
Right.
well. And let me just say this, I don't make this up. I mean, this is real. I traded my account like everybody else. I don't get any benefits. I have to do the same thing. People are, other people are watching my account, so there's nothing shady or something. I
Right.
really worked hard for this,
Mhm.
but man, I cannot tell you what kind of feeling that is when you get your first payout. That's
Right.
really something you can be proud of, and I am. And I'm still trading my own funds, but a little bit more conservative.
Sure. So what have you found in terms of how you trade now that you've been a funded trader versus solely on your own? What kind of differences have you noticed?
Um, it made me a lot more consistent. Um, and it also made me a lot more aware of it's not even about when you should trade, it's more about when you should not.
Right.
And that's what I really learned.
Right.
I have to say, I don't have that much time to trade, as you can imagine.
Right.
So I usually trade at night or during my lunch break. Um, and I'm very patient
Mhm.
when it comes to that, because when you have your funded account, you want to make sure you keep it.
Right.
I mean, that's the long-term goal, right? You want to build it. And I don't know if you can see it. I mean, today was a very slow day. I don't know if you can see it in the background.
No.
I just had one trade. It's $95, so minus fees, it's around 90 bucks.
Yeah.
But you know what? I don't care. I really don't care. I have days where I do like 300 or 400. Sometimes I have like, $300 loss. But I think what it really comes down to is to the consistency.
Sure. Well,
Don't stress it. Yeah.
right. Well, and I was going to say, I know I've talked to a lot of people and I think this is, as I'm moving forward into to more of the funding myself, one of the issues that I had as a basically trading my own accounts in the past is that I never stopped when I should have. And as a
Yeah.
funded trader, there's no choice. You got to
Yes,
stop. You
exactly.
got to stop and start over. So, a lot of times I think a lot of traders find that sometimes
I
it
can tell
helps
you,
them get out of their own way.
I can tell you from my own experience. I mean, I never blew a life account, but I can tell you from my own experience about 2 years ago, maybe 3 years ago, I didn't pay attention and I didn't want to trade my own life account. I wanted to trade one of my sim accounts. I had multiple ones and I grabbed the wrong one and I was down quite a bit. And just by, not paying much attention to it, and that was really painful. If it happens to me in one of my evaluation accounts, okay, I just do a reset or buy a new account,
Sure.
fine. If this happens in your own funded account, that can be super painful. And I was still lucky that it was not too painful, but it hurt.
Yeah, exactly. And it's when it's
Yeah.
one of those silly mistakes that you just,
Yes.
I'm with you. I'm with you.
Yeah.
Now, without necessarily mentioning any names over the course of time, have you actually worked with any other funding companies?
Yes, I did.
Okay. What would you say at this point? Because obviously, not only are you trading with Apex Trader Funding, clearly you're working with Apex Trader Funding. So let's take that out of the mix. What is the difference for you with Apex Trader Funding versus any other companies that you've worked with in terms of structure?
In terms of structure, I want to say, I know that sounds super ridiculous, but I've seen both ends. So I have been a customer, at another company, and now I'm working with customers for our company. So, I see both sides. The help that we provide to our customers, and a lot of customers told us that that's nothing, you don't find that anywhere.
Right.
And as I said, I don't make this up. I don't get paid for this.
Right.
It's just, it's a reality. And I've experienced it myself. When I had a question, I never really got my answer, and they were not really easy to work with. So that's
Right.
my experience.
So the service itself, and I understand that there's a hesitancy to toot one's own horn, so to speak, but this is something that we hear over and over and over. So
Yeah.
one of the things that I think is really relevant here that is just might be easy to completely overlook is the fact that, not only is Apex Trader Funding providing a service, providing a staff of people who are not only knowledgeable in the product and in the processes, but that are actually doing it themselves. You're actually the second interview that I've done with part of the team. And I personally, I think it says a lot about the company and about the structure and about the products that are available, that first of all, that when you're talking to one of the service people, they know what they're talking about, because not because they're reading a script, but because they're there, because they're trading, they're trading in funded accounts, that they had to pass their own evaluations and all of the things that apply to every other trader in the program.
Exactly.
So, to me, I think that says a lot. So I absolutely want to thank you for all of the support that you give to everybody again, everybody that I've talked to, when we talk about customer service, that's one of the things where people's faces just light up. And it really is very much appreciated across the board.
We have a very passionate team, I have to say. We have a great team and we have great leaders. I know Daryl for so many years now. I know John for so many years. I know the programmers. I knew so many people before that. I mean, I've been with Apex Investing for so long, and I know all these guys from Apex Investing for so long. We went to bars together. I don't want to do any more details, but and these people I've never seen so many people being so supportive, not only when it comes to trading, but even in private. As I said, I don't want to go into details, but they are really helping the people.
Right.
They want you to succeed. I see that a lot in the tickets, and that's the truth.
Right.
We want you to succeed. And Daryl has always been this way. With Apex Investing, he has helped so many people. And I can tell you also from my own experience, I've been with Apex Investing for so long. And at the beginning, I was like, no, this doesn't work. This doesn't work. It does. It's in your mind.
Right.
If you just follow the plan, it's going to work out. But people are, they're trying to change things, or we all know how it is. Don't do it. Follow the plan. I have traded with Daryl live at his ranch years ago. I just watched him. I learned a lot just by watching him, not what he's doing on the charts.
Right.
I was just watching him. And he was so convinced, and he was like, nope, I follow my rules. And I was about to bid in my desk. I was like, man, that guy is down like quite a few $1,000s in his own accounts, right? And he didn't blink, no, nothing. And the trade worked out because, and then I remember that was a key moment for me. As a trader, so Daryl was calling out a couple of trades, they all won, and then he called one out. I took that one, and that one lost. So,
Murphy's Law.
Yeah. The next one he called, I didn't take, and he looked at me. He was like, "Why didn't you take the trade?" It's like, I don't know. He said, long, long, long. I couldn't move. And at night we talked about it. He was like, "What was wrong with you this morning?" I said, "You know what? I lost trust just because of this one losing trade."
Right.
Which is, we all know is going to happen. It's part of the game. Exactly. So I can only tell you, follow the plan, stick to your rules, and you will get to your first payout, as I did.
Right on.
I wanted to pull up my certificate, but I totally forgot it. I'm sorry.
We'll add it in for sure. Not a problem.
Yeah, I got it. Yeah.
Well, let me ask you one final question here, and I'm going to ask you this a little bit different than I ask everybody else, because I'm going to ask you not only as a trader, but also from an insider within the company. If you're faced with somebody new who's just getting started and going down the path of funding, what's the biggest piece of advice that you can give them to help them really get started on the right foot? Okay,
the biggest advice I can give them is, first of all, they really need to join Apex Investing.
Okay.
First of all,
I agree. By the way, that's my Apex chart right there. So
right. That's the sniper chart right there. Yeah,
that's my sniper on NQ.
I mean, that's all what I do. I trade sniper in combination with simplicity. That's all I do. That's how I got funded.
I'm just gonna, for the record, I don't know if you can see
it. There you go. There you go. I don't know if you can see that.
Because why not? There you go. That's fantastic.
Yeah. And that's all I do. And that's all I needed. But the support, like we have all these Skype groups. We have the Elite Room. Lori and Ron are doing live teaching 5 days a week. Daryl is in there sometimes. It's the support you get. You will never, ever find this anywhere else. I can guarantee you that.
Right.
And the biggest advice I can give you is ask questions a lot. Whatever you don't know, ask a question.
Right.
Nobody's going to judge you, but you will learn so much, and you will be
Absolutely.
surprised. You will get all your questions answered. It's really it's a family, and they help each other. It
Right.
has always been like that since I've joined 7 years, and I can. That's my best advice.
Excellent. Excellent. Well, Marion, I really appreciate your time today. This has been just such a pleasure of being able to actually do this kind of from a different angle. I mean,
Yes.
ultimately, at the end of the day, we're talking to, you know, to the successful traders who are getting paid out, and of course, that's what every trader wants to see. But it's great getting that added perspective of somebody who is one of the top-notch elite support staff that Apex Trader Funding has. So
Oh,
thank you
thank
for
you.
that as well. Thank you so
Yeah.
much for that. And I know I myself and a lot of the people that I've worked with in bringing to Apex Trader Funding have truly appreciated that. I hear it all the time. So you guys keep doing what you're doing, and let's maybe recap after you get that next payout. Sound good?
Yeah, sounds good. And I'm also working on my other accounts here in the background. So when I get to multiple funded accounts, I take it slow. I might quit my job. And then just, you can make a living of trading
Sure.
if you just follow your plan. But no, I can't leave,
I was
the
going to
people
say you're going
alone.
to disappoint a lot of traders if you leave.
No, I won't do. I couldn't. I couldn't. No. And
I
I
know.
wouldn't.
I
Okay.
appreciate that. Well, I appreciate your time today. Keep doing what you're doing. I wish you continued success, and we hope to see you
Thank
on
you.
another future interview on a follow up for your next one.
Okay, will do.
Thank you, Marion.
Thank you so much, Gates.
You too.
Talk to you later. Thank
All
you.
right.
Bye-bye.
Bye bye.